Hi, everyone. Pastor Scott here. It is time for our devotion for the week of February 13th, 14th. Probably we'll see this on the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Anyway, we are continuing our march through all of the books of the Bible and having a devotional time really centered around one little part of each book as we go through this each week. So you can pick up on this at any time and still be a part of it. This week we are looking at the book of Judges, and so you should be able to do this book this week fairly easily. It's 21 chapters, and so make sure you're doing at least 3 chapters a day, and you will be going along with us very well. The book of Judges, probably written by Samuel, and really it's the history before the kings of the Israelites, and written in that area, of course, and probably sometime before 1000 BC. And really, the reason why this is in here is to stress the importance of loyalty to God and His Word and what He says to do in our lives. And the outline of this book is pretty easy to understand. Chapter 1 gives very clear reasons why the failure of the people to follow God and what that looks like. And the word apostasy comes up in there. And so you'd want to take a look at that. And it's very similar to what we see today. And it then looks at the different judges that you may have heard of during different times of being in church, things like that. Some of them would be Deborah and Gideon, and Samson would be another one. And really, the last part of the book, in chapters 17 through 21, deal with the days of lawlessness, and that's where I'm going to read from today. And we live in a time that's very similar to this, and how this verse specifically says what was happening in those days. And you may have heard this verse before, but it's Judges chapter 21, verse 25. In those days, there was no king in Israel. And here's the part that really is where it's at. Everyone did what was right in their own eyes. And we see that in our culture today. And what I would encourage you to do this week in reading this book is simply just mark down, maybe, hey, this is exactly parallel to what's going on in our culture, or in my own life where I'm not obeying God, and what the results of that are, and what we need to do to turn around and give that sin to God, place it at the foot of the cross, and live for Him and follow Him, because we are seeing the results of lawlessness all around us. So ponder that this week. Ponder, as it says in the book of Judges there, what to do in order to not see those days of lawlessness in your own life, specifically this week. Okay, so that's what we have going on. We've got our Bible studies Thursday. We're in the last chapter of First Peter on Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and our prayer time for everyone as well at 6 o'clock. Come anytime between 6 and 7. And the kids club at 7. And then Isaiah chapter 54 is where we're going to be on Sunday morning. So once again, a great opportunity to study God's Word, to be together this week as well, and serve and follow Him. Okay? God bless everyone. We'll see you later.